In the aftermath of Invincible vs. Conquest, we see Mark in hospital finally waking up from his coma. He thought he had died, as he believed he was in some sort of afterlife after seeing Eve die. But Eve explains the reason she is alive is that when she was being engineered into a superhero, the scientists put mental barriers in her brain which doesn't allow her to create living organic matter. But since she was on the brink of death, she overcame her mental barriers and rebuilt her entire body. We then see Debbie come into the room amazed that her son was alive. She then states that she believes it is all her fault this has happened. She married Omni-Man knowing he was a superhero. She also says that she encouraged and pushed Mark into becoming a superhero. She then storms out of the room upset and remorseful, where we see Cecil come inside and Mark wanting to see Conquest's dead body. Cecil then shows Mark Conquest's rotten corpse, which leaves Mark satisfied, but he was a fool to believe Cecil. The next panel shows Rex's funeral, where we see all the Guardians and all superheroes attend, including Invincible. He was a close friend of Mark's and he couldn't miss it even if he just came out of a coma. Back at the Pentagon, we see Cecil make probably the dumbest decision of all time. This dumbass was keeping Conquest underground, but he was keeping him alive. His intentions are to interrogate Conquest into knowing more of the Viltrum Empire, but does he really think some bunker of steel can contain this crazy mofo? And lo and behold, a few weeks later we see Conquest wake up. Even he agrees that this is the stupidest thing they could have done. He then effortlessly breaks out of his chamber and flies into space with a huge smirk on his face. We then see Cecil look in regret, as he knows that this is the dumbest shit he could have pulled off. This brings us to the end of the issue. Follow and stay tuned for Invincible and Conquest's second fight, which is more brutal than the first.